Welcome back to Inside Post Challenge, part of the Road to the Breeders' Cup, sponsored by Adequan. This week, we're going north of the border to Woodbine to take a look at the Woodbine Mile. Hi, everyone. I'm Tom Law. I'm joined by Ed DeRosa back in Lexington, outside Thoroughbred Times. We're going to go a little north of the border this week, though, Ed. We're going to go to Canada, Inside Post Challenge. We're going to go again to another division, part of our ongoing theme in Inside Post Challenge. We're going to go in the Breeders' Cup Mile division, the Woodbine Mile specifically.
TVG Breeders' Cup Mile.
All right. Well, you put up $1 million. Usually, hopefully, you get a lot of interest.
It's a lot of loonies.
Woodbine got a lot of interest in here. They drew 13 horses in here. They got horses coming from Europe, from California, from New York.
Yeah.
You name it, they're coming.
Customs will be busy.
Who do you like?
Well, I actually like a horse. Should be a good price. We've had a lot of chalk with Informed Decision, Quality Road before that. So I think, with 13 horses, if this isn't the week for value, then we'll never find it. But Zip-Zap kind of interests me because I think he's going to get a really good trip. I think he's fast enough. If you look at the race, there's a lot of horses who are stretching out. 6, 7 furlongs is a popular distance at Woodbine. Some very fast horses at those distances. But as we've seen, a mile is a totally different game. You really have to have your running shoes on the whole 8 furlongs, especially around one turn. And that's why I really like this horse to get the trip. I think he's not going to be one of these deep closers, but he is going to be off the pace. But there's a lot of talent in this race, and I couldn't blame you or anyone for going in any number of directions. And I know you're looking east to Europe.
Well, your pick is actually pretty good if you're a Get Stormy fan. Then you got to like your pick in here. I mean,
Absolutely.
He ran a very, very good race to him in the 4-Star Dave up at Saratoga. He's definitely a live long shot in here. You mentioned the mile distance. There's a couple horses in here specifically that are really specialists at that mile distance. The Usual QT, who's one of those horses coming from California.
Right.
5 for 5 going a mile. I'm a big believer in, you got to bet horses or pick horses that really are doing it at a distance or on a surface that they like. Now, obviously, 1 mile for him is right up his alley. But like you said, I'm going to go a little further east. I'm going to go to Famous Name. Dermot Weld ships this horse in from Europe for Juddmonte Farms. Experienced veteran horse, group stakes winner over in Europe. He's also very, very effective at a mile. He's 5 for 7 at a mile. He's 3 for 4 this year. His last race was in the Irish Champion Stakes, going 1.25 miles where he led in the race and just really didn't stay. And you look at his past performance, he just hasn't really had the ability to really, stand up to top quality competition going further than longer than a mile.
Right.
So I like him in here. They're bringing their own jockey. Dermot Weld, always dangerous on the ship in the United States. He's 6-1 on the line. He should be good value.
Yeah, it's one thing with him. He's done it before, whether it's Woodbine or Arlington or the Breeders' Cup. So there's not a big X factor there despite the big ship. One thing I'll point out just in general is the weight sort of interests me in this race. Court Vision, for instance, is carrying 124. He hasn't done a lot right this year, whereas a horse like Zip-Zap, who I mentioned, is 117. So 7 pounds, and there are a few of those in there at that lighter weight, I think could end up being the difference.
Yeah, Court Vision is one of those horses that he's already pegged pretty low on the line.
Right.
Always seems to take a lot of money, and he's got he had a string of a bunch of second place finishes.
You got to go against him at least in the win pool.
Yeah, I'm always going to go against him pretty much. Yeah, in the win pool. Use him on maybe your exotics underneath. Maybe let him beat you.
Right.
But, shop around for value. 13 horses, plenty of local horses in here to look at as well.